What's up, YouTube? Reezonotix back once again, and I'm bringing you my Destination X 2010 TNA review. It is the pay-per-view that aired last Sunday. I know I said I'd get it to you faster, yesterday or the day before, but, life is busy, man. So, here I am. There's my review. Once again, I want to remind everybody that I am not doing a number system or a star system rating for matches or pay-per-views because I am not a wrestler. I do not have the ability and I do not possess the skills to do what these guys do night in and night out in the ring. So who am I to criticize and judge and put a number of quote-unquote quality on the product that they put out when I can't do half of what they do? You know what I'm saying? So I will just let you know what I think of the matches personally and let you know what I think about the pay-per-view. First of all, let me just say that this pay-per-view was phenomenal. As I said in my trailer, it is the best pay-per-view I've seen in the better part of the last year. And that's not to say that the other pay-per-views that I watched from TNA before were bad. Far from it. They were all good for the most part. But this one was just so amazing that it was a step above the rest. I'd even consider saying it was better than Bound for Glory. And Bound for Glory was pretty good. So let's just get right into it, man. First off, we had the opener. An X Division match for the #1 contendership to the X Division title. A four-way ladder match between Amazing Red, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Brian Kendrick. Okay, this was your opener. And yes, it is an X Division match. Before I continue, let me just say that I'm not like the biggest fan in the world of the X Division, but I do enjoy watching it, just as I enjoyed watching the cruiserweights in WCW. I'm more of a heavyweight guy. I like the heavyweights. That's what I'm about. The Stings, the AJ Styles, even though AJ could do X Division. The Kevin Nashes, Abyss, people like that. But the X Division is amazing, and it does set TNA apart. And let me just say that the last couple of weeks, and this pay-per-view especially, has been concentrating on showcasing all the divisions to the maximum potential. And the X Division has finally gotten that attention that the other divisions have gotten. This match was incredible. It was at least, man, I'd say close to 15 minutes. It was a nice long opener, four-way ladder match. Crazy spot fests. Man, you had Daniels bringing it early with the split-legged moonsault onto Kaz, who was lying on a ladder. You had Kaz launch the ladder at Daniels and hit him right in the face. You had Amazing Red bust off some crazy springboard moves. It's just back and forth action. Brian Kendrick has a following in TNA. I didn't think he would, but people were chanting Brian Kendrick for a good portion of the beginning of the match. Just an amazing match. Not a dull moment, not a wasted move. Everything in this match was just... It just kept you on the edge of your seat. You were interested and you were hooked instantly. I mean, the crowd, this is the first match of the night. The crowd chanted right off the bat, right off the top of my head. I can tell you a couple of different things the crowd chanted in the beginning of the pay-per-view, the beginning of this match. First of all, they chanted TNA. They chanted they chanted X Division. They chanted Brian Kendrick. They chanted Daniels, I think, even, who's a heel. So, I mean, they went crazy with this match. Bottom line, Kaz gets the win and the #1 contender shot by winning this match. I would have liked to see it go to Daniels, but Kaz is amazing as well, and I'm glad to have him back in TNA. And this is gonna set up some good X Division stuff where he challenges for the X Division title. Up next, we had Tara versus Daphne. Tara defending her knockout title. I'm not a big fan of Tara. I respect her ability and all that, but she's just not, she doesn't catch my attention. But let me just say she brought her A game for this match. She really impressed me in this match. And Daphne, I've been knowing for the last couple of weeks, is an amazing wrestler. And a great character and has awesome moves, man. And she proved it in this match where she did some submission moves on Tara that hurt to look at. Even knowing that it's not real and all that, it is still hurt to look at those moves, man. Daphne was brawling and beating the crap out of her and putting her in some crazy, like, she put her in some move where she had Tara sitting down and she was behind Tara, and she had Tara's arms hooked behind her and she was sitting on them. Then she grabbed Tara's leg and brought it all the way up to her shoulder and then put the other leg in front of it like that, like a figure four. So Tara was sitting on her butt with her legs right in the air and a figure four being crunched, basically, like a pretzel. I mean, Daphne brought it. Just a great match. At the end of the day, Tara retains her knockout title by giving to Daphne the Widow's Peak, and she goes to celebrate with all her fans and all that. When she turns around to get her spider Poison that's in the little cage, Poison's gone. When she looks up, Daphne's in the entrance ramp with Poison in her hands, and she's licking the cage like she's gonna eat him. So that was awesome. That sets up a good feud between these two. It keeps the feud going. You know what I'm saying? Very good women's match. Definitely better than anything you'll ever see from the Divas. I've always known that the TNA Knockout division was head and shoulders above the Divas, but for the last couple months they've been a little stale, but they're firing back up again, and this match was proof. Next up, we had the Global Championship defended. Rob Terry defending against Magnus. He doesn't want to be called Brutus anymore, so don't make the mistake of calling him Brutus. He's Magnus. Whatever, he's still a horrible character. Just he's got some good in-ring ability, but just a horrible character. This match I didn't think was going to be all that great, but I will say that I was pleasantly surprised by Rob Terry. I think they're making him the next generation Goldberg. I know a lot of people have said that. I agree with that theory. He's just going into matches squashing everybody, bomb, 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 one after the other. And he surprised me in this match because I saw some wrestling ability, some talent in this monstrous beast that I didn't think could even turn around to wipe his butt. But he's got some moves, man. And this guy is close to 6'7", maybe, good 300 some odd pounds, just pure muscle. You wouldn't think this guy could even take a step. Man, he did a spinning heel kick. He did a spinning like ninja kick. Got in the high up in the air and everything and did it and knocked Magnus out with it. All right, and it reminds me of Goldberg because Goldberg, when he first debuted, would do stuff like that. You know, he fought Glacier like in his first match or third match or something like that, and Glacier went for a sweep to sweep him off his feet, and he did a back handspring. And you remember how big Goldberg was in his prime. So I mean, there's a lot of parallels between this guy and Goldberg, and I was pleasantly surprised, man. So I mean, the match was very short. It was a squash match. It was maybe like 2 minutes long. So, but that's just to build up the story, to build up the character of this monster, Rob Terry, man. So. I mean, I thought it was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. So after that, we had the Ultimate X match. Motor City Machine Guns challenging Generation Me in an Ultimate X. Winner gets #1 contendership to the TNA Tag Titles. This match was epic, all right, from beginning to end, even before the bell. Motor City Machine Guns giving another promo, establishing their heel characters, talking to man, just dissing Generation Me, talking about. Alex Shelley was like, yo, when you guys were in high school rocking your little Hardy Boy starter kits, we were wrestling around the world. That just made me laugh because they look, Generation Me looks just like the Hardy Boys did back in the Attitude Era when they were in tag team wrestling. So, I mean, that was great. This match was awesome. Again, another amazing X Division match. No wasted time, no wasted moves. Was given plenty of time. Man, they really told the story in that ring. You had some amazing spots. Like I forgot the guys' names from Generation Me. I know one of them's name is Max. I don't know what the other one is. But man, you had one of the Generation Me guys in the middle of the ring on all fours. Then you had Chris Sabin run, springboard off his back, and spear the other Generation Me dude that was hanging from the X cables. Speared him in midair all the way down to the ring. Man, you had Shelley and Sabin with some amazing double team moves. This match was amazing. If you are a wrestling fan and you do not order this pay-per-view simply to watch that match, you are a fool. I'll say that again. Fool. Alright, the match was amazing. Motor City Machine Gun gets the win when Sabin, I think it is, grabs the Red X, and the #1 contender shot for the TNA titles goes to the Motor City Machine Guns. Up next, we got Kevin Nash and Eric Young versus Scott Hall and X-Pac, or Six-Pac, whatever you want to call him. I call him X-Pac. I don't think his name was ever Six-Pac. I think that's a mix of both the names Six and X-Pac, and that's just something TNA came up with. But either way, Sean Waltman and Scott Hall versus Kevin Nash and Eric Young. On the line are TNA contracts. If Eric Young and Scott Hall win, then if Eric Young and Kevin Nash win, Scott Hall and Sean Waltman are banned from TNA for life. If Hall and Waltman win, they get TNA contracts and become a part of the roster. This match was okay, but the ending was really awesome, and that's what everybody that made up for everything. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you had Hall. First of all, let me just say that before the match they did a promo, and Hall was in his old wrestling tights and his brief tights, and Hall still looks like he can go, man, which surprised the hell out of me because for the last couple weeks on TNA he's been looking like a whale, but yo, he looked fit. You know what I'm saying? For his age, he looked pretty damn good. You know, he got the whole Scott Hall, the red and black, Wolfpack vest on and everything. And Waltman, I know Waltman can still go. There's no need to even debate that point. So I was pleasantly surprised by it. And then when I watched Scott Hall in the ring, he could still move. I mean, he does his character and his punches and his hits crisply and all that. I mean, he could still go, which really surprised me because I didn't think he could. But I'll get to the conclusion of that match and the rest of the review in part 2 of my video because I'm running out of time. So check back with me to get the rest of the matches. We got about 4 more matches, man. So God bless y'all. Hit me up. Enjoy the review.